So if we're using some other language, you will have to multiply each of these items one after the other. It will not just be as simple as this. I'm just saying S2 is assigned scores times 2 and goes into this vector and multiply each element by 2. Okay. So why? Because arrow is a vector-based language. That's why it's like that.
Hello, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Yes.
S2 is an object.
What? S2
S2
is an
is,
object. Yes. What kind of object do you think it is?
yes, that is why, because when I look at it,
Mm.
S2 is assigned to scores.
Yeah.
Okay, times 2. Okay, I get it now.
Yes. Because scores
Get
is a
it.
vector object. So you are multiplying scores by 2 and storing the result in S2. So it will multiply each item in scores by 2 and store the resultant vector in S2. So if you check, if you decide to say is dot vector S2, you see that is also a vector. You see that S2 is a vector as well. True. Okay. Yeah. So although we are going to look at operations later, arithmetic, relational, and all that, but I just wanted to see this feature, of arrow, which languages like Python, well, using some libraries, is now also emulating. Okay. Yeah, the ease with which you can carry out operations as a group makes it easy, okay, to carry out computations using composite objects. In other words, using objects that contain many values at a stretch. Okay. If you were coming from some other programming backgrounds, you would have found this very interesting because you would have known that to do this, for example, in Java, you have to set up what we call a loop, which will loop through this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times to carry out this operation, which we just did with such a simple statement. Okay, that's the beauty of arrow when it comes to handling a huge amount of data, statistical data. Okay, so let's proceed. Let's proceed with our slides. Okay, so let's see vectors. Let's carry out some operations in vectors. To sort the content of a vector, we can use the sort function. Here are some examples. You have name. I don't know. Who is somebody's no more there? Okay, Charles. He was trying to come in. Okay, so we can use the sort function to sort values. Okay. For example, we store names in the names vector, and then ages in the age vector, sort name, sort age. Okay. If you say sort and you say comma true, this true means descending. Okay. So if you do this, it will sort names in descending order. But the default is to sort in ascending order. So to sort in ascending order is either you just say sort names or you say sort names and write false here. Okay. So that's how to sort items in a vector. So let's use this to demo that. Let's just use the ages and then we'll move on. Can you see it has sorted it?
Yeah.
You have to take note of something. When it sorts, it doesn't actually change the order.
I can't see your screen.
Oh, sorry for that. Okay. So that is it. I just run these codes now. I just run these codes. Let me remove these gaps so it can be more sort of compressed. Okay, so I ran these two codes. Let me clear all this. I ran these two statements. So you see it has sorted. This is the original vector. This is the vector 34, 50, 12, and so on. But when I say sort ages, it arranges the values in ascending order. But what if I now say print ages? Will it print it in a sorted form? No. Okay. So what it has done, it's when you use the sort function, it doesn't sort in place. You know what I mean by that? It doesn't actually change the order of the items in ages. That's not what it does. What it does is it will pick those items and sort them in the memory. Okay. It is given to you now as sorted. But this sorted one is not assigned to ages. Okay. So if you want it to be assigned, there are two things you can do. You can decide to say, is either you say ages 2 is assigned sort ages. So after sorting, it will store the sorted version in ages 2. Okay, so you can do that. If you do that, then you see that if you display the content of ages, it will give you that. Or if you display the content of ages 2, it will give you the sorted version. Okay, so this is one thing you can do. Another thing you can do is to say ages is assigned sort that. If you do that, then you are going to sort. After sorting, you store the content in ages so that the former content is replaced with the new sorted content. Okay, so that's another thing you can do. If I run this, now if I say ages, it is the sorted form, in the sorted form. Are we following?
Yes.
Okay, that's good. So now, what if I say sort ages, comma, true. So if I do that, what it does is that it sorts in descending order instead of ascending order. Okay. All right. So that's how sorting works here. All right. So we are still dealing with vectors. Vectors, assessing items in a vector. How do we assess items in a vector? Sometimes this is called subsetting of vectors. How is that done? How do you assess the content of a vector? Usually we use the square brackets to do that. Okay? Vectors are assessed by vectors are assessed as subscripted variables using the square bracket notation. It should be noted that the index of arrow structured objects are one based, not zero based. Here are a few examples. Now, saying that arrow structured objects are one based, what that means is in arrow, if you create a vector like this, for instance, these items, they are given what they call indexes, index number, or subscripts numbers. This first one is assigned number 1. This is number 2, number 3, number 4, 5, 6. That's why I say it is one base. It means it starts from 1. Okay? But in some programming languages, it starts from 0. Like Python, Java, and the rest, they start from 0. So in Java, this first number will be given index number 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. But arrow, it starts from 1. That's why we are saying arrow is 1 based, not 0 based. Okay, that's what that means. Now, so if we have this vector and we do ages 3, ages subscript 3, ages with 3 in square brackets, that is a reference to the third item in the vector, which is 12. If you say ages 5, column 7, that gives you what? From the 5th to the 7th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's from 15 to 78. From the 5th item to the 7th item. If you just say ages with nothing in the brackets, it displays all the elements. If you say ages without putting square brackets at all, it displays all the elements as well. Okay. If you say ages 2, 5, that will give you the 2nd and the 5th, which are what? What numbers are those?
50 and 15.
All right, thank you. Okay, so if you say ages with combined function -1, it will access all elements apart from the first elements. All elements apart from the first element. If you say ages, if you say ages -2, comma -2, not really.
-2, -5.
Sorry, -2, -5. There's something wrong with that statement. That statement is supposed to use a combined function.
Yes.
Supposed to use a combined function. Okay. So in this case, it's going to access all the elements apart from the second and the fifth. Okay. Ages with combined function -3, colon -5, access all elements apart from elements from 3 to 5. So minus means to exclude. Minus is used to exclude that particular item. That's the point here. Okay. So that's just the point. Okay, so let's test some of them. What do you think the problem is?
Which one are you looking at?
Are you seeing what are you seeing?
I'm saying vector accessing items.
Can you see my arrow screen?
No. Okay, it's coming now. Yes, it just came in now.
Okay. So I'm running these two statements. First of all, we are creating ages. I think we created ages before. And then we are running ages, running this one. Let me run that and let's run this. Can you correct this error?
Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
That one, you need to have a open and close bracket. It's a combined function.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's what's missing. That's right. So now you see with this, we are assessing the second item and the fifth item, which is 50 and 15. Okay. So this is actually not correct.
You say it's not correct.
Which one? I've corrected. Okay, don't worry.
Yeah.
That's the one we corrected just now.
Okay,
The
okay,
one you
okay,
corrected. Yeah, that's what
okay,
I'm talking. Okay, I was just correcting it in the slides. So don't bother.
okay.
Let's continue with what we're doing. Okay, so look at this now. What do you expect the output of this to be? What this will exclude item.
It will exclude item 2 and item 5 and display the others.
Yeah, that's right. Item 2 was 50. You can see 50 is off. Item 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is 15. 15 is off. Okay, so this, understanding these kind of things is very, very important because it helps enable you to be able to, it enables you to process your data with ease, manipulate data very easily. It helps you manipulate data easily. Okay, so let's go back to the slides. I hope we are all following. Where is Charles? Charles is gone again. Maybe he's having network issues.
I think so.
Okay, vectors. Let's look at how to update vectors. You can update vectors. When I say update, what do I mean? What do you think I'm talking about? What I mean is you can change the value in a vector. You can change a particular value. Okay. You can change a value. Suppose you are seeing my slide.
Yes.
You can change a value. Let's say, for instance, you want to change this apple to pineapple. You can do that. You can just say fruit 2 is assigned pineapple. After doing that, if you display fruits again, you see that apple will no more be there. It would have been replaced with pineapple. So this is how you can update items in a vector. Okay. So I can say fruits 3 through 4 is assigned combined function pear, guava. So that will update the third item to pear and the fourth item to guava. So this becomes pear, this becomes guava. Okay. So I think that's very straightforward. Let's go to our Arrow Studio to demo that. If, for instance, I say ages, I want to convert, I want to change this 12 to 22. What do you think I should do?
You want to change, let's see,
12.
sorry.
I
Okay,
want
you
to
want to
change
change it
12 to
to,
22. What should I do?
okay, ages 12, referencing ages 12, referencing 22.
Ages 12 is subscript number what?
1, 2, 3. Subscript number 3.
So it's supposed to be like this. ages subscript 3 equals 22. Okay. So let's check it and see. If we check ages now, number 3 item, 1, 2, 3 is now 22.
22.
Okay. So that's how you update items in a vector. Ages, um, ages, if you have multiple like this, then you have to use a combine function. Is assigned combine function, whatever you want to change the ages to. Okay. So let's say 1 to 10 to 34 and 23, for example. Okay.
Okay.
So you could do that. You run that. So if you check what's in ages now, you see it has changed the second and third item to 34 and 23. Okay, so that is how you update items in a vector.
Sorry, I'm not taking you back, sir.
Okay, no problem.
On the character vector where we change apple to guava, we said to change it, we said we want to change apple. Apple is number 2.
Yes.
And we said fruit 2, referencing guava.
Yes.
Can I see how that statement is written, please?
Okay. Okay. You mean the slide?
It is statement that changes apple to guava.
That changes apple.
Okay. You said fruit 2. Okay.
Okay.
Let's look at fruit 1. Change fruit 2, referencing pineapple.
Pineapple, yes.
But I can, even though if I don't do that with, you put, why is mine not accepting?
Okay, your own is not, okay. It's not accepting. What is it saying?
It said object fruit not found. Why? Okay, is it capital? No, small letter now.
Is it did you add S?
Okay. I didn't have S. Okay, sorry.
Okay.
I didn't have S. I think that is where the problem is.
Okay. So it's
That
okay.
is where the problem is.
It's okay.
Okay, it has
That's
changed
working.
now.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
So I'm gonna say fruits. Wrong. Okay. Done. It's more smoothie. Stewart, are you there?
That's I'm here.
This how they call her? Is the arrow interesting?
Stewart, are you with
just
your computer?
yeah, I'm with my computer, yeah.
Okay.
Are you sleeping?
I'm just observing, observation. That's what I'm doing.
No, we can flow with you so that
Mr. Foster is teaching us. In fact, I know you already used to it. He's teaching me like a professional, like I'm already used to it. So
Mr. Foster, please take it easy.
Okay. Okay. You think we should solve pedal?
yes, I think
Oh,
so because
okay.
it will make
Okay,
us
Now
maybe
the rate at which you are going.
maybe I was actually Okay, maybe I was assuming we have passed this stage before. Okay,
Yes.
that's noted. That was noted. Sorry for that.
It's true. We did it that time in that
But
time,
that's a
but
long time ago. Mm.
that's a long time ago. And that time it was a general class, and it was not really sinking like that. And I have a
Oh,
lot of things that time so going on.
okay,
So
no problem, no
yeah.
problem. That's noted. No worries. Okay, no problem with that. Okay, so what we are going to do now, we have looked at the most important things about vectors. So let's just recap it now. Now, we have said that a vector contains multiple values of the same type, stored together as a unit. Okay. So we began by looking at these examples of fruits. This is the assignment symbol, which when you are creating a vector, usually, um, you know, um, specify the items using combine function, assigned to a name. You choose the name that you want the vector to be. Okay. So this, for example, is a character vector created now. This is fruits. Are you seeing what are you seeing? Let me
It's
see.
still vectors updating the slide showing
Oh,
vectors
no, no,
updating, changing element values.
no, no. This is what I wanted to show you. Can you see the arrow studio now?
Yes.
Okay. So this is what I was explaining that or first of all, let's go back to the slide first of all. Let's just recap some of the most important things here. So, when creating a vector, to create a number vector, numeric vector, you just specify the name, assignment symbol, and then the contents that you want to be stored in the vector. When you're creating a vector, usually either you are creating a numeric vector with numbers, such as these scores are numbers, okay? Otherwise, you may be creating a character vector. Character vector contains items like these, words, items like this, which are usually in quotation marks, okay? Such as names of people, names of fruits, places, also descriptive information, okay? Then the third type of vector is the logical vector. We have numeric vector, which contain numbers. We have character vectors, which contains what they call strings. And then we have um, logical vector,
Logical vector.
which contain true and false values. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So basically, those are the three types of vectors you usually work with. Now, creating a vector is as simple as uh, just doing something like this. Okay. Yeah. So, okay. Now, apart from that, you can also have what we call a named vector. Let me go to arrow to demo that. Okay, so you can also create what is called a named vector. For example, if I create a vector called whatever I want to call it, let's say I say S is assigned, or let me say items. This assignment symbol, you could use this symbol or you use the equal to symbol. Okay. I can say something like A is equals to B is equals, let me know this space, equals 5. C is equals 10. This one now is what we call a named vector. This is a named vector. Okay. So if I click on this and I run it, it gives me, can you see? Come here now. In the environment, it says what? Items named numeric vector with 3 items. And the 3 items are 2, 5, 10. You see it now?
Yes.
So if I say items 2, it's going to give me what?
Item 2 is going to give you B equals to 5.
B, which is 5. Okay?
Yes.
You can see it's under here. You write the B on top and put 5 under, like that. Okay? Now, instead of that, I could say items number B. Okay? Which will give the same result, B5. So is either I'm accessing it with the number or I'm accessing it with the name. Okay? Yeah. So this is a named vector now. Okay. Okay. So now suppose I give you this. Let me give you an exercise.
Dotty, don't answer this question. Let me try it first.
Okay.
So exercise.